Coming up, students were encouraged to participate in this event hosted by the American Chemical Society, plus
the Association of Indian Students hosted a night filled with vibrant festivities, and
the Campus Activities Board test your fears with their haunted house.
This episode of the Javelina Broadcast Network starts right now.
Hello, Javelinas. Welcome to this episode of the Javelina Broadcast Network. I'm your host, Zena and
And I'm Matthew Roberts. Let's get right into the news.
The American Chemical Society South Texas chapter leads students with their chemistry song singing competition. Our campus editor, Mariana Soria, was there with more.
Hey Javelinas, we're here at Jones Auditorium where we celebrate Happy Halogens, hosted by the American Chemical Society South Texas chapter. Let's go check it out. Yeah, you both hosted the event. Can you tell me what inspired you?
Yeah, from my standard, you try to bring edutainment, education and entertainment to students' campus life. Because you know chemistry, boring everybody. It's not a student's forte. We try to make something enjoyable and students can learn. That's my inspiration.
Thank you so much. Is this your second year, third year having this event? And do you look forward to making it any more?
This is the first year having this event, and I hope to make it an annual thing. I jumped on board this event because I had Dr. Liu for General Inorganic Chemistry 1, and she is a master at making chemistry entertaining and fun, which is probably one of the reasons I passed her class.
Why did you choose to come to this event?
Because I wanted to be like, I didn't want to be famous or anything. I just wanted to feel special, that people can know me more, because now that people know me.
I like participating in chemistry events and advocating for more people to join the field. And I didn't want to sing alone. So when she said that she wanted to sing and she also didn't want to sing alone, I said, great, we can join together.
That's all from me. Now back to the desk with Zena and Matthew.
The Tamuk Theater hosted a brand new production titled Where Do I Begin? Our reporter Kylie Valenta was there with all the details.
Hi, Javelinas. I'm here at the Little Theater where we've been invited to watch the play Where Do I Begin? Let's check it out. Which part of the play made you the proudest?
I want to say the last two scenes, scene 2 and scene 3. The emotional imbalance between Robin and Tyler, a friend who thought he could be trusted, is ghosted for 3 years, and then all of a sudden his friend wants to be all buddy-buddy again. I mean, I think at least everybody has had some sort of instance of like that. You thought you had a close friend, and then all of a sudden you don't talk.
Do you think you can relate to your character at all?
Definitely. I feel like a lot of people struggle with mental health and don't really come out about it. Me being one of them. I think a lot of people can relate to my character as well as me, for sure. This play meant a lot for me. One, because it's the first play that I'm doing in college. So I was in theater all of high school. And second, I feel like it's a message that a lot of people need to understand, that people are silently dealing with this, and they may need help and just not feel brave enough to come out and say it.
Would you recommend other Javelinas to come out and watch future plays?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it was pretty fun. I would definitely recommend a lot of people to come here, because these people put in, hard effort. They put in their time into it, and you could definitely see that, and it's definitely worth your time.
This has been Kylie Valenta. Now back to the desk with Matthew and Zena.
The Association of Indian Students hosted Dasara, a night filled with dances, food, and their rich culture. Our campus editor, Mariana Soria, was at the event.
Hey Javelinas, we're here at Mesquite Grove where the Association of Indian Students invited us to celebrate Dasara. Let's go check it out.
We are celebrating the festival called Dasara. The Dasara is celebrated to give the importance to women.
Okay.
Yeah, and we made a flowers like something. You can go there and watch it. And the flowers we celebrate and keep in a place, and we do like a campfire around something, like we will dance and we will give importance to women to celebrate this festival.
Can I ask you about what you're wearing today?
It's a traditional dress we used to wear in India. It's a half sari. It's not a bit full sari. It's a half sari. Like we can wear it as an frock also. For every festival, the women will like to wear in a traditional way like that. So this is the way of representing an Indian culture.
What what do you guys do to promote your events and celebrations to the school?
So we had a good number of people that are studying in the university. So for the publicity to encourage people to come and participate in the event. So I guess our president is doing a very good job by posting them in the Instagram or making the people do the stuff like, for example, decorating the lights, or it may be preparing the food for the event and everything. So he's making all the people come around and do the stuff. That's how he's kind of collaborating everyone and making us together in this different country as we come from a different country, right? So he's really doing a good job, and the team is kind of doing a really good job to keep us together.
Now back to the desk with Matthew and Zena.
Javelina Volleyball hosted their Fright Fest, where students not only had the opportunity to see the girls' volleyball tournament, but also enjoyed festivities as early as 2 p.m. Our entertainment editor, Abigail Hayden, knows all about this spectacular event.
Hey Javelinas, what's up? I'm Abby. I'm here at the Steinck Center at Fright Fest, where the volleyball team has decorated for Halloween to promote today's game.
It's always great to have a win at home, especially with everyone here supporting us, and wins from now on are important, so I think it's always exciting to have one.
I thought today went very well, and the Fright Fest was good for all the fans and the kids that come to our games. I think that the fan base and their energy in the gym helps us do good at home, and we've seen that throughout the season. So,
I just thought, just kind of being one of the very little people to dress up, it would just be a very exciting and very fun experience. Kind of getting out of my comfort zone. This is not something I would usually do, but I saw that some of my other friends are doing it, and they were like, you should do it too. So I kind of jumped on the trend. I just think that students, instead of being cooped up in their room all the time, that they should kind of expand their knowledge with different sports, and just participating and showing up to events like these could just really make that college experience, more better than versus being cooped up in your room all the time.
And that's a wrap for today, guys. My name's Abby, and back to the desk with Zena and Matthew.
And now for everyone's favorite segment, Hoggy Highlights. Faculty, staff, alumni, and members of the community come together for TAMUK's University Address to discuss the past, present, and future of Javelina Nation. President Dr. Robert Vela discussed the campus master plan to utilize the land owned at Baffin Bay, building an event and education center to further grow our campus.
Campus Activities Board hosted a DIY shirts event where students were given the opportunity to engage in a fun event that brought together their creativity by designing their own t-shirts.
The Office of Compliance, alongside the Purple Door, hosted In Their Footprints. This event told the stories of victims that have suffered from abusive relationships to bring awareness to the wide student body of TAMUK.
The Texas A&M University Kingsville Wind Symphony performed their season opener and highlighted both Isla Coronado and Carlos Navarro in their program.
Speaking of the School of Music, TAMUK Jazz performed at the annual Corpus Christi Jazz Festival and featured a return from the Latin Jazz Ensemble after a long hiatus pre-COVID.
Prepare yourself for the spookiest story of this episode right after this commercial break.
Are you okay?
No.
I got just the thing. The South Texan, the award-winning student publication.
Who are you talking to?
A production by students for students. Oh hey! How to adult. How to take care of a wound. Isn't that convenient? Okay.
Hello, Javelinas. I'm your host, Zena D'Souza.
And I'm Matthew Roberts. Let's get to the biggest story of this episode.
Campus Activity Board held a haunted house for students to enjoy. Our co-editor-in-chief, Christopher Olivares, was there at the event.
Hey Javelinas, this is Chris Olivares, and we are here at the haunted house at the Health and Rec Center, where students are encouraged to come out and enjoy the spooky season. So what went into making this haunted house as spooky as possible?
Oh, wow. That's a great question, actually. So we've done a haunted house in the past, and we used to have it in the M-Sub ballrooms, and we kind of realized that because the lights can go off, and we wanted to, obviously we're in Texas. There's many different stories about Texas being have many haunted places. So we were like, why not bring that here? And so we thought that this building would be the greatest building to do it in, especially since we can turn off the lights. And due to the vendor that we had, they had different spooky items that we could have used. So I thought this was like the perfect combination.
And is this something that y'all would like to do annually?
Absolutely. I would love to bring this back every year. I want to channel the Halloween spirit. I feel that a lot of students will gravitate towards it a lot more. In the past, we've had it. Many students enjoyed it. So I don't see why not. I love it. So
this has been Chris Olivares. Back to the desk.
Now, for all our sports fans, it's time for our Sideline Reports with Jacob Daniels.
Thanks, Matthew. Welcome to the Sideline Reports. Let's get into some sports highlights. Congratulations to the Javelina football team on their recent win against Eastern New Mexico, beating them 35-14. The Javelinas gained their redemption this week after they suffered the loss of their homecoming game. Also, to highlight a couple outstanding players, fourth-string freshman quarterback Teague Sedal held down the hatch as he helped bring in the win against Eastern New Mexico. And shout out graduate student Christian Anderson bringing in 3 touchdowns to dominate over ENMU. The Javelinas now prepare for their last final games and continue to finish out the conference season strong, with hopes of going to the playoffs at the end of the season. Be sure to stay up to date with the Javelina team on Javelina Athletics for more information. Now, for all of our men and women's basketball fans, the indoor season you have all been waiting for is upon us. Both the men and women are expected to finish 6th in the Lone Star Conference this season. This was announced last Monday by the conference office. The Javelinas finished their last season with a great record, claiming the title of LSC East Division champs with hopes of coming back to make conference champs this season. The first home game will be held November 22nd at the Spec, so be sure to look out for the updates on the Javelina Athletics website and our sports segment for more information of their upcoming season. The Javelina cross-country team wrapped up their season at the Lone Star Conference Championships this past weekend, bringing home a 17th place win from runner Maya Espinosa. Congratulations, Maya, on finishing off the season as the highest placing Javelina during this final meet. Lastly, to highlight Ivanova Yanis on being honored LSC Women Academic Runner of the Year. Yanis finished this season and semester with a bang on and off the track, obtaining a 4.0 GPA all year and accomplishing distant runner goals. Congratulations, Iva. We wish you the best this conference season. Now, the Javelina volleyball team hosted and closed their first ever Fright Fest game on October 28th against UT Permian Basin at the Spec. There was plenty of fun to go around for fans and students in attendance to kick off Halloween weekend. You can find more information and pictures on our website about how this event went. Well, that's all for our sports segment on this episode of the Javelina Broadcast Network. Now, back to the desk with Zena and Matthew.
Thanks, Jacob. Don't forget to subscribe to the Javelina Media Experience for more news on campus events and pick up a copy of the South Texan. I was your host, Zena D'Souza.
And I'm Matthew Roberts. Thanks for watching this episode of the Javelina Broadcast Network.